Hello sailors, my name's Andy and this is my wife Misty. A few years ago we bought an old neglected sailboat for $3,500 and I've been working on it ever since. I literally learned how to sail on YouTube, but later we both took some lessons. I used to think that sailing was only for rich people. It's not. I used to also think that you had to sail around the world to have fun. You don't. Click subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and join us, and we'll show you how much fun you can have coastal cruising on a cheap sailboat. Welcome to Sailing Solé. New episodes every 2 weeks on Sunday morning. Hello, welcome to Sailing Solé. My name is Andy, and this is my Catalina 30 sailboat. I'm here in Long Beach, California, and I wanted to talk just a little bit about what's been going on with the channel, why I haven't been making videos and stuff like that. But first off, it's kind of funny. This morning, I've already filmed a little bit and didn't realize my camera this whole time has been on time lapse. So I've been talking to the camera and it's time lapse. Anyways, the reason I haven't been making very many videos is a couple of reasons. The most important and biggest reason is I've been just super busy with work, and when it comes to the weekends, I've been just wanting to rest. I have a small welding company with my son, and we have just been slammed with work since like November, and which is great. We're working a lot, and it just hasn't been motivating for me to sail on the weekends. I don't like, as much as you might think, I don't like to sail alone as much anymore, solo sailing. So if one of my buddies are going out to the island, yeah, it's a lot easier for me to have a reason to go out there. But for me to just go by myself, I've been having a lot of fun hanging out with my wife, Misty. You wouldn't know this, but we're empty nesters now. Both of our kids moved out. We've just been having a lot of fun hanging out on the weekends together. So we work all week, and then we just been having a lot of fun. It's been tough for me to leave on the weekends, and because she doesn't want to come on the boat. She doesn't like ocean passages or crossing or anything, and she doesn't want to go to Catalina every weekend like we do. But that's part of the reason why I haven't been sailing as much, just hanging out with my wife, working a lot. And this winter has been a little bit more turbulent than the average winter with rain and wind and stuff like that. Not that that's a big, huge reason, but when it's not the right weather conditions, you're not going to go sailing. Check this out. This is what I mean. Dang, it is howling.
Just show outside this video.
Can't really see, but you can hear it.
It's a blowing. The boats are rocking. Don't come a knocking. This is back home. Look at this. I should have been doing some day sails and stuff like that, but I've just been lazy. Let's be honest, just lazy and tired, and it's nice to come to the boat sometimes and just kick it and hang out and not really do anything. But that's all gonna change, and we are gonna do some serious adventures this summer coming up. But the first thing we're gonna do this spring, I don't know if it's spring or winter still, but we're gonna get this boat up to Santa Barbara Island. So we are planning a trip in a couple of weeks to get up to Santa Barbara Island, and there's a bunch of projects I want to do to get ready for that. I keep saying Santa Barbara Island, but we're going to Santa Cruz Island. It was Mark's idea, Mark from Keel Dragger. Him and Chris from Flight Level 0 and myself, I believe we're all gonna get up there. And there might be some other people that want to meet us up there or just go up there, whatever. But we're just planning a weekend trip to kind of a little flotilla to get all the way up there if we can. I'm hoping that we just get to one anchorage and hang out. I don't want to do none of this touch and go and stay for 10 hours or in one place and leave immediately. I want to go and hang out for a couple of days in the same anchorage and just chill out. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, all of that stuff aside, I have a bunch of projects here that I want to do on the boat. And here's a list. The ones with the asterisk are the most important. So let's check that out real quick. These are all chores and projects I want to do before I take this trip. Oil change, obviously you got to change your oil. I'm due. I want to swap out my anemometer. The anemometer is the sensor at the top of the mast that tells you your wind speed and wind direction. And if you've followed my channel, you'll know that my wind speed hasn't been working for a while. The wind direction has been working, but not the speed. So I have a Veritron anemometer. It's a NEMA 2000 compatible. It's made by the company that makes the VDO gauges and stuff, Veritron. I believe they're a German company or Netherlands, I'm not sure. But I've had mine for about 5 years and the speed stopped working. It's not under warranty anymore, but I was able to convince them, thank you very much guys, to send me a new one just so I could swap it out. And the reason I want to just swap it, and I don't want to get a new one like a Raymarine or B&G or Garmin or something, is because there's a mount that I had mounted for this one on my masthead when I redid my rigging. And by the way, I did a rigging project in 2022 that never, I did a whole series of videos that never saw the light of day. And one of these days I may just backtrack and show you that, because there's a lot of really useful information on how to do rigging and what I did. Because I took the mast off and I stripped it down to bare aluminum. I took all the wires out of it. I replaced my spreaders. I replaced all my standing rigging. It was a 5-week project here at Marina Shipyard in Alamitos Bay, and it was a lot of work, but it was very gratifying. Anyways, when I go up to change the anemometer to swap that out, I'm also going to put some silicone lube on the sail track, on the main sail track coming down. So on my way down, I'm going to spray some of that in there just so the sail goes up and down a little easier. I've been noticing lately that it's kind of stuttering as it comes down. I put dry lube or silicone lube up in that sail track a long time ago, but I think it's worn out. So it's time to do that. Anyways, get back to the list here. Gonna oil change, anemometer swap, lithium grease on the windlass and the main sail track, or maybe not lithium grease on the main sail track, but silicone lube. And then I'd like to put in a propane solenoid. I do have the equipment that I need for that, so we might have time to do that. I would like to put in an AC outlet in the galley here, because whenever I use stuff here, I have to basically take it, move it here, and plug it into that outlet that's over there. So it's a little inconvenient. I want to put an AC outlet somewhere over there for both of these. And you may think I'm crazy. Currently, this is a toaster slash, what do you call it? Air fryer. It's a little teeny air fryer. But let's be honest, your most useful use of watts and amp hours, if you're going to do electric cooking, it's going to be a microwave. So you might think I'm, microwaves suck. They do suck, but you know what? When you want to reheat something real quick and you're out solo, who cares? I don't care. Anyways, regardless, I need an AC outlet there. My engine through hole, the hose has a small leak. So my Yanmar 2 GM is raw water cooled, which means it pulls in seawater through the engine, circulates it to cool it down, and it spits it out the back. But my hose that's connected to the through hole where that water comes in, that hose I think has a little teeny crack. So when I turn on that through hole, I'll get a tiny little drip if I just leave it on, and it never used to be like that. So I think I just have to cut the hose back a little bit and then put on a couple new hose clamps and I should be good to go. So we'll see. Let's see here. Secure the ice maker. So I've got my ice maker right here, and if you've seen some of my videos before, I'll be sailing and I'll have the boat heeled over, and then I'll be like, oh, what's that noise? And then what it is the ice maker has fallen, all the water comes out, all the ice comes out. It's made a huge mess in here because I forget to lash it down. So I'm gonna put a couple pad eyes like these guys. Put a couple pad eyes, then I could just bungee it in and it won't fall. That's a super easy one. I'm gonna put some more hanging hooks just to hang some stuff in the head, like these guys right here. These are like brass ones. Oh wow, look at that, it's already kind of tarnishing. What the heck? These aren't even that old. Wow, that's a little disappointing. Not that one. This one's fine. It's these right here, these Hillman. This is what we got. That's what I put in. And that one's already tarnishing. I don't think that it's had any water get on it, but that's a little disappointing. Anyways, put on some more hooks. I have a small rip in my head sail, my Genoa. I noticed, and it's from when I first got the boat. I didn't know any better, and when I would tack the boat, I would let the sail kind of rub against the spreaders as it was tacking across the other side, and I think I did that too many times, and there's a very small tear, so I got to bring it down and look at that small tear, just assess it, maybe put some sail tape on it, maybe sew that sail tape to the sail, or maybe get some Dacron and actually patch it. So we'll see what happens with that, but I do want to at least get my eyes on it. I may even just say willy-nilly and just leave it for this particular trip, but I'd like to get that. And then my engine anode. I know my writing is terrible. My engine anode needs to be changed. It's due. So that's a lot of stuff. And the big ones are oil change, anemometer swap, sail rip, and the engine anode. Those must be done before I go and do anything. Everything else is kind of just stuff I want to do. But so let's get after some of this. Anyways, that's what I have planned, so stay tuned. I will be getting to all those projects, and I'm gonna film them, show you guys everything. I know this is a short video, just a kind of talking head, you know, this is what I've been doing, what I have planned, but that's all I've got for now. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see those projects. Hit a like, hit me up in the comments if you have any questions about what I've been doing or any of these projects. You got some recommendations for me and stuff. I'd love to hear from you guys. But we'll see you out on the water. Thanks for watching. Cheers.